Hi everybody, my name is Luis Gutierrez, and welcome to another episode of the Geek Press. Yes, I have green hair, and yes, my hair is a little messy, but that's not important. But what's important is that we got news about Cuphead going to the PS4, maybe an Injustice 3 coming soon, and a new interactive DC movie that's going to be coming out this fall. Now let's just jump right into all of this and talk about Cuphead. Shocking news this morning was made on Jeff Keighley's Summer's Game Fest. Studio MDHR's Cuphead is coming to PS4 today. Cuphead had originally come out on the PC and Xbox One back in 2017, and then made its way to Mac OS back in 2018, and then made its way to Switch in 2019. And now PS4 players are finally having their turn with Cuphead today. It launched on the PlayStation Store for $19.99, and to celebrate this event, Studio MDHR made the stop-motion trailer that's playing right now. Alongside this news, Studio MDHR announced that there's going to be a new free update coming to the Xbox One version 2, that being a digital art gallery being added to the game, behind-the-scenes commentary feature, and lastly, a playable soundtrack to the game. And this is actually really cool. You know, like I have stated before, I am an Xbox fanboy, so the fact that this is actually coming to PlayStation was a little bit shocking to me, because like whenever I think of Cuphead, I think of like Microsoft just because it came out first. But you know what? I do know how hurtful it could be to not play exclusive because you don't own the other console. So you know, the fact that more players are getting to enjoy this, you know, more power to you, and I'm happy that PlayStation is finally getting their hands on this, because this game is fucking fun, but at the same time, it is so fucking hard. So yeah, enjoy it. As for our next story, we're going to talk about how Injustice 3 might be sooner than we think it is. Comic book writer Tom Taylor has been hinting at an Injustice comic book series, which means that we might be getting an Injustice 3 sooner than we think. For those who are unaware, NetherRealm Studios, who are known for making the Mortal Kombat games, also made the last Injustice game that came out in 2017. Taylor, who worked on much of the Injustice series, has been posting pictures on Twitter that may or may not be referencing another Injustice series. The first two letters he posted were an I and an N, which led many to think it's Injustice, but the last letter he posted was a Z. So who knows, maybe he's trying to throw us off, or maybe this is another Injustice. And again, it's important to note that nothing has been confirmed, this is all speculation. And it's also important to note that both Injustice comics are prequels to the actual video game, so they're meant to fill in the gaps that the game doesn't explain. But to head back into Rumorville, back in June, NetherRealm posted a job listing to bring Injustice and Mortal Kombat to both the PS5 and Xbox Series X. And the studio has been alternating between releases. And if they follow the same pattern, that means Injustice is next in line. And honestly, that would be really, really freaking cool, because Injustice has quickly become one of my favorite, like, just series in general. The comic books are insane. I kind of fell off with Injustice 2, the comic book. Just nothing bad. I just kind of stopped reading it, but it was getting really, really good where I stopped reading it, and I kind of want to get back into reading it. And the video games are freaking insane. They're so good. And it's just, if you guys haven't played Injustice, I highly recommend it. Even if you're not a fighting game person, play it on easy. Just get the story mode down. It is so fun. It is like, I love the fact that like Superman just went total fucking, he just went totally crazy and just said, fuck this, I'm killing everybody. And Batman was like, no, we don't do that. But anyways, I don't want to get too much with like spoiling it. But if you haven't played the games or read the comic books, I highly recommend you do both of them, okay? Because they are great. They are great. And for our last story, there's going to be a new interactive Batman movie that lets you play out Death in the Family. The next DC animated movie coming up is another take on the famous Death in the Family movie. Although we've already seen this done before with Under the Red Hood that came out in 2010, it follows the same plot, but it has a major twist. And just like in 1988, you'll decide whether or not if Robin lives or dies. Very similar to how Telltale played out, or the more recent Netflix Black Mirror Bandersnatch, the movie will play out based on the decisions it gives you, allowing the viewer to decide what happens to Jason Todd. And based off the trailer from IGN, it seems like you can take the story in all sorts of new routes. Depending on what role you decide to take with Jason Todd, you can either become Red Robin, Red Hood, and we even saw him as a version of what seemed to be Hush. This movie's even going to be bringing back the cast of Batman Under the Red Hood. This is a part of celebrating the 10-year anniversary of Under the Red Hood movie, which was also one of Warner Bros. Best received DC animated films. And honestly, just like I reported on right now, this is one of their best films, like hands down. Like the critics love it, the fans love it, the voice acting is phenomenal. Based off the trailer, if I could make Jason Todd Red Hood with a bazooka, that's fucking cool. If I could make him Hush sniping bitches, that's even cooler. And it is just super cool. This trailer is awesome. I love that DC is trying new things and they're exploring new avenues, and this is awesome. Something I neglected to mention, it does come out in the fall of 2020. We don't have an exact release date just yet. All we know is that it's going to come out in fall, and fall cannot come fast enough because it's going to be so great. and I'm super excited for this. And more DC animated movies are like, they're getting more braver and they're taking more chances, and it shows. And this is exciting, and I love this. Give me more of this. Give me more like what ifs, and we get to play it out because it's awesome. It's basically a video game that, like, it's I just can't say any more great things about it because of how cool it looks. But with all that being said, my name is Luis Gutierrez, and this has been another episode of the Geek Press. And I know there was a lot of other news going on today, but you come to me for a reason, because you think what I report on is the most important news, because it is the most important news, okay? And if you guys want to follow me on any of my social medias, I have a social media link for my personal Instagram, my Twitch Instagram, and the Geek Press Instagram, which some assholes took the Geek Press, and I'm coming for you. Even though I know you don't use that account anymore, I'm coming for you. And I have a Twitter account for my personal and for the Geek Press as well, and I'm going to be linking everything down below. And I do have a Discord link, and if you guys want to join, not Discord link, I do have a Discord, and if you guys want the link, just feel free to ask and I'll shoot the link. And it does expire after a little while, so make sure you grab it while it lasts, okay? And yeah, that's just everything right there. And was there anything else I'm forgetting to plug? My WordPress. Yeah, make sure you follow my WordPress too, okay? I would greatly appreciate that. But again, I hope you guys are having a great night, great day, great afternoon. I want to thank you guys for watching me and coming to my videos time and time again for news. I know sometimes I report on a little bit late, but I'm just one person. I don't have the equipment and all the good stuff that the pros have, not yet at least. But again, I can't thank you guys enough. It's really awesome that you guys are coming to watch me, and I really do appreciate it, and I really do love it. But with all of that being said, again, I hope you guys have a great day, great night, great afternoon, and whatever you're watching me from. Take care, and I'll see you when I see you.